Hello students, welcome to Medical 360. Last night, the Karnataka Medical Counseling Committee has declared its first round cutoffs for all the private colleges, deemed colleges and government colleges. I'm going to take you through each one of them and tell you what are the possibilities of you getting into any of these college seats through the Karnataka private coach. Mind you, there are in Karnataka you actually have three kinds of setups, right? One is the government quota within the Karnataka private colleges. Then you actually have the Karnataka private college seats only for the students of Karnataka and from outside the Karnataka. What I'm going to talk of is the middle layer, which is the Karnataka private college, medical colleges, and the Karnataka students, how they likely to get into that through that particular counseling is what I'm going to talk now, which is all Karnataka, all private medical colleges. We'll talk of the 26 cutoff currently and what happened in 25. But the most important thing that you must know when you're discussing this is the kind of number of students who actually are has fallen dramatically in the sense that the number of students who qualified from Karnataka has fallen dramatically this time around. On the other hand, you also had the number of seats in private medical college seats also increasing dramatically. So both acting in sync with each other, you actually see that the cutoffs of the ranks has shot up this time. If last time it was 10,000, this time it's 13, 14,000 and so on and so forth. That's because the numbers have changed dramatically in terms of the number of students who qualified and in terms of the number of seats available. The number of students qualified has gone down and the number of seats that are available has gone up. Both are working in sync, and I'll tell you college by college what's happening here. This is extremely important for anyone who is from the state of Karnataka and wanting to get into any of the Karnataka government Karnataka private medical college. This is very important for you to know. Let me take you through the data. Like, by the way, while we're doing that, a lot of students also want personalized counseling, and also if you want any counseling, this is the number. Take this number 8130376334. Send us a message NEET, and one of our counselors will call you up. And if you need any personalized counseling, they will also talk to you about that. And if you want, you can also use a NEET College Predictor, which is which is a free tool at this point in time, where you just need to input your rank, score, category, and state and all. It will tell you what are your chances of getting into it based on last year's data. And more importantly, do subscribe to Medical 360 because we're creating a lot of content to help students like yourself decide based on data and information. And this is a series, and this advisory and information series is presented by SRM Medical College Hospital and Research Center, which is affiliated to SRM IST, which is based in Chennai in Tamil Nadu. Now let's talk about the Karnataka thing, right? Now, the first thing that you must know is what essentially happened this time in Karnataka, which is dramatically different, because of which the ranks are going to move up and down. And by the way, for some states moving up, but Karnataka is a different case altogether, what we noticed, right? Last year, the government medical college in Karnataka in 2025 was 4,249. This year it's 4,400, which means the number of government medical college seats has gone up by 151. In the private medical colleges, last time it was 9,295. This time it's 10,995. A jump of 1,700. Now, when you look at a jump of 1,700, we are dealing with an 18% jump. 18% jump, right? So that's the first thing that happened, that the number of private medical college seats has gone up dramatically. So to that extent, the students of Karnataka will also have a better chance of getting into it, even at a lesser rank. The other thing that happened, again, which is very substantive, is last year in 2025, the number of students who qualified from Karnataka was 87,909. This year, that fell down to 69,170. Now, if you work backwards, you'll understand what essentially happened here. We're dealing with a 20%, close to a 20% fall. So the number of students fell by about 20%. The number of seats in private medical colleges went up by 18%. So to that, and both these will reflect in the kind of ranks that you need to get into government medical college, because both will act in sync, right? The number of seats have increased, the number of students available are lesser. So what happens? And that's what you're going to see at this point in time. Let me show you what happened, right? Now, this is the kind of statement that the Karnataka Examination Authority declares. And what we'll do is now take you through at a data level what essentially is happening at each college level, right? Now, these are round one analysis is what we're doing at this point in time. Now, when you look at this data, St. John's Medical College, last year round one cutoff was 13,786. This year it's 20,162. Now, I told you there is a gap that's happened, 20% lesser qualified student, 18% more seats, and that you can see here. There is a 40% kind of a gap that happened. And by the way, I see that happening across the board, that about 20 to 40% volatility has come, where it's much more easier. At a higher rank also, you're likely to get into a Karnataka private medical college under the private medical college quota of Karnataka government, right? So, For example, Vaidehi Institute of Medical Science and Research Center, last time was 22,121 after round 1. This time it's 91,965, a drop of 19,844 ranks. Similarly, Kempegowda Institute of Medical Sciences, 66,804 last time. Now it's 84,890. What you can see, by the way, when this 13,786 was there last year, and this time it's 20,162. Last year, St. John's closed at 16,608. This year, my opinion, this will close at 25,000. Because you need to factor in about 30-40% numbers that are happening here, and that's where I am saying that this will close about 24-25,000 is what will close. So essentially, what you will be doing is across the board to the max that we had in 2025. And remember, we're talking of the Karnataka quota through the in the Karnataka private medical colleges. You will actually see a 30-50% ramp up, or 25-50% ramp up in the closing rank of last year, which is the maximum closing rank at which any student at any round, in any counseling round, could get into it. When you look at that, Vaidehi last time was 84,850. It's already hit 91,000. By the time it goes, by the way, this 84 was from 72,000 in round 1 and it will be 84,000. Right? If you were to just go by that, this time it will be about 1,10,000. Right. So similarly, I'll take you through. Kempegowda was 66,804 last year. Now it's 84,890. Ended with 84,946 last year. So this year again, it will end up with, my opinion, 1.1 lakh. Right. Father Muller Institute of Medical Education and Research, Father Muller Road, 72,736 last year. This time it's 85,029. Right. And last year it ended with 87,000. So this time it will end with again 1,10,000 kind of a number. BGS Global Institute of Medical Sciences, 78,615 last year. This year it's 1,02,504, a drop of 24,000 ranks, if you just 30%. This 78,000 ended with 87,728 last year. So again, you can work backwards, because everywhere the number of qualified students has gone down, the number of seats has gone up, and you'll see a reflection of that in the kind of rank that we had, because this is all India common rank list is what we're talking about in this point in time. Right. Then you have Jaya Jagadguru Medical College in Devangare, 87,074 last year, 1,03,384 this year. Last year it ended with 92,300. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Medical College, 86,182 last year, 1,07,801 current year. Last year it ended with 94,000, right, a 10% jump. So you can safely assume about 1,15,000 being the rank at which you will still get this time, 1,20,000. AG Institute of Medical Sciences, NS66, 88,449 last year, 1,06,833 in the current year. It ended with 96,446 last year. So going again, it will be about 1.2 lakh is what you can expect. MBJ Medical College and Research, 90,634 last year, 1,13,205 current year. Last year it ended with 99,640. Right. Shamunaru Shivashankarappa Institute of Medical Sciences, 99,739 last year. This year it's 1,18,998. Ended with 99,739 last year. So it will possibly end with about 1.2 lakh or something like that. Siddhaganga Medical College and Research Institute, Tumukuru. Last year was 1,08,53. This year is 1,26,388 already. This 1 lakh ended with 1,02,786 last year. Mahadevappa Rampura Medical College, Mahadevappa, 94,677 last year. This year is 126,418 already. Last year this 94 ended with 1,05,818 by the time the last student got admission. The Oxford Medical College, 98,485 last year, 1.28 lakh this year. And last year it ended with 1,09,560, this 94,000. So you can expect 1.4 lakh being the ending number here. S. Nijalingappa Medical College and Research Center, Bagalkot, 1,10,668 last year, 1,38,5,977 in the current year, already a dramatic fall. This 1,10,000 ended with 1,13,628. Akash Institute of Medical Science Research Center, Devanhalli, 98,984 last year, 1,32,627 current year, and last year it ended with 1,15,206. So you can 1.5 at least would happen. East Point College of Medical Sciences, 1,08,560 last year, 134,123 in the current year, ended with 1,15,621 last year. Subba Institute of Medical Sciences, 1,02,718 last year, 132,811 in the current year, ended with 1,15,960 last year. Sri Chamundeshwari Medical College, 1,07,041 last year, 1,40,384, a dramatic fall of 30% plus, mind you, and it ended with 1,16,338. So easily you will be dealing with 1.5 lakh and above rank this time. Sridevi Institute of Medical Sciences, 1,13,676 last year, 142,965 in the current year, and last year it ended with 124. So this year you can deal with 1.6 lakh kind of a rank. Navodaya Medical College, Navodaya Nagar, Raichur, 115,985 last year, 147,398 in the current year, and it was 125,930. So this year you can safely assume 1.7 lakh. Sri Basaveshwara Medical College, 1,10,621 last year, 2,23,841. Already it's almost doubled, and it is 1,27,000. So you can safely assume 2.5 lakh and above for the Karnataka medical seat. Al Amin Medical College Administrative Block, Vijaypur, 1,18,679 last year, 1,35,121 in the current year, ended with 1,30,000 last year. So easily assuming it will be about 1.5 lakh and above, you'll get it. Sri Venkatamana Gowda Medical College, 113,689 last year, 146,006 this year, ended with 1,30,037 last year. SR Patil Medical College, 1,18,185 last year, 1,49,435 in the current year. Farooq Academy of Medical Education, 1,51,746 in the current year. Kanachur Institute of Medical Science and Research Center, University Road, Mangalore, 1,15,489 last year, 144,052 in the current year, and ended with 134. So easily 1.75 lakh is what you can safely assume. MS Raya Medical College, MSR Nagar, MSRIT Post, Bangalore, 135,486 last year, 145,595 in the current year, and ended with 1,95,339 in the current year, in the last year. So you can safely again assume 2.25 to 2.3 lakh being the last rank. SDM College of Medical Sciences, 143,859 last year, 157,613 in the current year, ended with 199,443 last year. Khaja Bande Nawaz Institute of Medical Sciences, 142,520 last year, 169,961 in the current year, and ended with 2,09,004 last year. So in my opinion, again, this will touch about 2,20,000, 2,30,000 easily, 240 it will go. PS University of Medical Sciences, 182,347 last year, 2,09,354 in the current year, and there were 3,29,680 last year. So the market is open for them. It can go touch 4 lakh also the way it is touching. Right. Dr. Chandrama Dayanand Sagar Institute of Medical Education, 2,12,904 last year, 235,511 this year, and there was 397,42. So again, the market is very open here. 1,10,171 last year, 2,14,443, already dramatic jump. Ended with 4,77,439. So again, it's very easy for you to get into it. At 6 lakh rank also, it will touch, in my opinion. BGS Medical College and Hospital, Bangalore, 222,530 last year, 259,58 in the current year, ended with 4,93,822 last year. Adi Chunchagiri Institute of Medical Sciences, 2,13,346 last year, 228,514 last current year, 4,93,910 is where it ended. Saptagiri Institute of Medical Sciences, 197,006 last year, 253,413 in the current year, ended with 5,13,398. Then you have Srinivasa Institute of Medical Research Center, Srinivas Nagar, Bangalore, 114,454 last year, 278,138 in the current year. Again, a dramatic drop. Ended with 7,28,301. Alvas Institute of Medical Science and Research Center, this is a new institution, 142,703 in the current year. And you have GR Medical College Hospital Research Center, 1,59,666 in the current year. So this is what you have. What you essentially are seeing is the increase in the number of private medical college seats and the decrease in the number of students who qualified from the state of Karnataka are both playing a role where across the board, the ranks have eased off by about 20 to 40%, depending on where you're standing. And that is good news for students who want to study in Karnataka and want to go through the Karnataka counseling, because the fee there is still moderated. It doesn't come under the management quota, so the fee is still controlled or regulated by the government of Karnataka. So it's good news for the students of Karnataka who qualified. I hope this helps you. We'll also do the government and deemed as we move along. If you want me to cover anything else, please write to in the message box here. Do subscribe to Medical360, because we're creating a series of content, and this advisory and information series is presented by SRM Medical College Hospital and Research Center, which is affiliated to SRM IST, which is a deemed university in Chennai in Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much. Namaste.